Hi, my name is Jim Sinesco. I'm the Vice President with AFC International. And today I'm excited to show you a product that's been around a little while, but I think it's one of the best single gas instruments out there or ever made and still being produced. This is the Micro 4 from GFG. GFG's been around a long time in the gas detection instrument business. You've heard of Draeger, you've heard of Ray Systems, you've heard of MSA and those other gas tech companies like that. GFG's been around just as long as these guys. Now they are based in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so they are in a Midwestern type business, but their big parent company is in Germany. But GFG is a great company. They make multi-gas instruments and fixed point monitors as well. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Micro 4 and some of the reasons why I think it's a very valuable and a viable product if you want to do some advanced single gas monitoring. Now, one thing you got to think about is, nowadays with all the little disposable throwaway, COH2S oxygen sensor monitors out there, it really doesn't play in that market. But what the Micro 4 has over the other instruments, a couple things, is one, that it's a smart sensor-based instrument. This means that by changing out the sensor that's underneath this cap, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit, I can change the gas monitoring. So if I have a carbon monoxide sensor like I have right now, and I'll show you the monitor and the big nice screen here, carbon monoxide. By changing out the sensor, using smart sensors, it can then become an ammonia or a chlorine or an SO2 or H2S. It doesn't matter. Whatever the sensor you want to put in there, you can then change it up. So it makes it perfect for industrial hygiene work and also for safety work where you have lots of different gases and you do some monitoring. What also makes it unique, unlike some of the disposable and throwaway monitors, is it has a full data logger and event logger. This is really critical. I want to see time and concentrations, for the whole work shift, not just maybe events. So a full-time data logger is really critical in those applications. You marriage that up with the runtime. This unit runs on one single 9-volt AA battery, alkaline AA battery. And it'll yield up to 30 hours of continuous work. So that is phenomenal. Now I can leave this instrument in an area if I wanted to. That's almost like 6 months of time and data log long term with no cords, nothing else around it. So the data logger combined with the long run times is going to give me an excellent platform and an excellent instrument to gather data throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. So again, as a safety engineer, safety professional, I think this is a very valuable tool when I'm trying to find out, do I need to have respiratory protection? Do I need to have increased ventilation? Is there something wrong at certain times of day where we have concentrations higher than others? It gives me another piece of the puzzle to help me come up with solutions to helping worker safety and health. Okay, on the back side, very simple clip mechanism, nothing fancy there, but a very solid clip. It just looks really nice. The instrument looks great. The alarms, there is a light with a red cap on it, give you a nice bright 360-degree visual. It also has an audible 95 dB, very loud audible horn, and a vibrating alarm. So 3 modes of alerting when concentrations have been breached. So I like that quite a bit. The size, it's about 2 inches tall, about an inch, maybe an inch thick. So it's not that bad. It's a nice small package, even though it has a full data logger and interchangeable sensors. To get to the sensors and to get to the battery, you're going to bear with me, I'm just going to slide this cap off on the side. And you can see the battery. It's an alkaline battery, AA battery, nothing fancy there. Just pull it out, put a new one in to replace it. And then the smart sensor is up here. All I have to do is pull it up and replace it with another sensor or a different type sensor. And again, that smart sensor will say, hey, I am a chlorine, I am ammonia, or I am a replacement carbon monoxide sensor. Very easy to get to. The instrument also has one other feature that I don't think anybody else has in the industry, and that is a smart pump. The smart pump can easily be put on and attached. I'm going to go ahead and slide it on. Try to do this right. Bear with me here. It does take a little bit of finessing. Okay, Okay, it does take a little bit of finessing. Sometimes that sensor, smart sensor, likes to get pulled out. There we go. Once we get it in place, I just took the sensor out, so it's going to go through its warm-up phase. It takes about 30 seconds. It says I'm a chlorine or a carbon monoxide sensor. But once we get it all together, it's going to go count down, and now we're back to 0 ppm carbon monoxide. I've got the pump, and now the pump has a little button on the side here. I can just push that. Very strong pump. Now I can do pre-entry testing of confined spaces. I can add probe or tubing to go up higher or extend my reach. And again, remember the rule of gas detection. You got to be where the gas or vapor is, right, to detect it. So using a pump, a smart pump like this, is a very smart thing. I can also attach hose and probe and get into crevices and get into areas, maybe into furnaces. I can get into incubators, process areas, and extend my reach. So that pump is a very, very nice feature. I'll shut the pump off. I'll go ahead and slide it off. I'll probably knock the sensor off again, but that's okay. We'll do that. Slide my original cover back on. And now we're a single gas diffusion instrument. I can go ahead and clip that on. And again, that clip is in the back here. Very good spot. So I can go ahead and clip it on my lapel. I'll keep it in my breathing zone. And now I got a great instrument to do some monitoring of what my exposure would be. So again, GFG Micro 4 smart sensor single gas instrument, priced a little bit more than the throwaways and disposables, of course, because it has a lot more capabilities, and also the smart sensor. Built rugged, built tough, 3,000 hours on a single alkaline battery, long, full figured data logger. I think it's a great instrument to think about if you're looking at single gas instruments for all different types of toxic gases. Jim Sinesco for AFC International. If you have any questions, give us a call, 800-952-3293, or look us up on the web, www.afcintl.com. And again, thank you for watching. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.